I have goals too. My goal is to grow this thing. So I'm encouraging you because it reminds me of what I'm doing, right? So you really, when you're looking for fans, and this is for all of us, when we're looking for fans, really what we're doing is looking for people who are attracted to what we have, right? You're attracted to something if it solves a problem or it it scratches an itch, right? So for instance, if there's Sprite or water sitting on a table, Sprite will scratch your itch. It doesn't actually solve the problem of thirst, even though their slogan is obey your thirst. That is wild to me. It's like you don't drink soda to quench thirst. Stop lying to these kids. When I was a kid, I was like, this don't even make sense, but whatever. So that's an itch that's scratched, right? That's your that's your 6 9s in the world. That's your Pop Tarts of the world. That's your Sonic drive-ins of the world. It scratches an itch. You are temporarily in need of satisfaction in the direction of music, food, or entertainment. So you go for that, but it's not really what you need, right? So you can be that person and be hot for a minute, or you can be substance, which takes longer to create and develop, but it lasts, right? So you can be Sprite or you can be water. I would love to be water, right? Because everybody needs water. You will eventually, you could be the most unhealthy person, but if you plan on living at all, you're going to have to at least drink water once. Nobody in the world needs Sprite, right? So I want to be water. It takes a lot longer. Like kids don't want to drink water. It takes a lot longer for people to mature to that. But all I'm saying is be water, right? And it sounds funny, but I talk to everybody consistently. Any industry is about the intangibles. When you can master the intangibles, everything else makes sense, because business practices can be applicable to the music, are applicable to the music industry. If you are good at business, you'll be good at the music industry if you get the intangibles. So be water. And a really quick example of a way for you to be water is, again, figure out the problem that you have that you're solving for other people. I am solving the problem that most people who want to be independent artists don't have a resource center for understanding and information. So if you go to my Instagram page, if you go to my TikTok, even though neither of those have a lot of posts, if you go on the MEC, if you meet me in person, or if you hop on the Excellence Academy, I will always be solving problems for artists, always. That's just like what I do, because I myself am an artist, but my art comes with creative business. And that's the way that I solve problems, right? So what is the problem? The reason that I'm solving that problem is because I was surrounded by artists. My first URL that I ever owned was called manageme.com, because everybody, I didn't know shit about the music industry. The moment I told somebody I managed a rock band, they'd be like, yo, can you manage me? And I'm like, we just met. Like, what's your name again? And so like everybody, manage me. In my DMs, yo, let me chop it up with you. Can you help me? Can you manage me? Yo, I'm trying to work with you. I'm trying to fuck with you all day, every day. I'm like, and then I would try to charge people and they feel some type of way. So I was like, nah, I got to keep building credibility. Going back to what I was talking about with Rithwick, I started building credibility. You can't deny the wins on my side. And I'm not even saying that arrogantly. Like, I got wins for days, like to the point that I'm leaving a win to walk into a win. Like, I'm not even posting about all the wins, right? That's the grace of God for sure, but that's a ton of hard work. And I got the credibility now. So if you say you don't want to pay the entrance fee, I'm not bothered. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm aware that you have not prioritized the service that I'm offering, but that probably means that you're not in the position to benefit from it. So you are not my audience, right? When you start looking at fans that way, I have a service that I'm offering. Music is not a service, right? Music is just one little creek from your river, right? Like, you are a whole person, you are your own brand. And music is from that, and then you're an engineer, that's something else from that. Like, I don't know much about you, but I'll just give you examples from me. Like, I'm Aaron and I love people. wherever I would be in life, I would be a bridge builder. I'd be helping people get to their purpose. That's it. Regardless of, I could be music, film, I could be a social worker, whatever. I'm always going to love people and I'm always going to be connecting people to their purpose. But I like music. And I see the music industry is one of the most influential industries. So why not be a part of that? I like challenges. So I'm vibing with Rithwik because I'm like, psh, that's me all day. I'm looking for the challenge. Like, what's hard? I don't know why I do it because then I'm in it. I'm like, I hate this, but what's hard, right? So then I lean into that and then good results happen, right? Why do good results happen? Not because I have happy thoughts, because I'm consistent, right? So you talked about consistency too. The good thing about community is it keeps you consistent, right? So us being here, just because you know that you're coming back in every week, you got to be like, damn, I got to do something. Because then if you don't come, you're not going to come because the information isn't good, right? Like, I know that you're not coming because the information isn't good. And if you have a problem with the program, you could just hit me. We'll change it if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So you're not leaving because the program doesn't work. So you're going to stay. But then you may not show up because you'd be like, damn, I didn't do what I said I was going to do. So either the choice now is to do or to die. And that's a beautiful place to be because now we all get to win together, right? Like I said this, the first Excellence Academy, I'm expecting to have 100 people by the end of the year, and I would love to have 5 success stories. And everybody looked at me crazy and they were like, just 5? I'm like, yeah, because most people don't finish anything. So if that's a challenge to y'all, great, because I'm excited. If it's not a challenge to you, you feel some type of way, I'm unbothered because it's the truth. But imagine if all of us were together and we were like, hell no, we all gonna be a success story, right? Accept the challenge. We're gonna be here with you, we're gonna ride with you, but you're about to be water just because you're surrounded by bodies of it, you know? And once you figure out what the problem that you're solving and the people and what you're serving, then the people will come, you know? Like leading a horse to water is more about the water than anything, right? Horses are around, and they're gonna roam. But if you have water, they'll come because they can sense it. People say lead a horse to water. Wild horses don't need to be led. They're gonna find the water, right? Like same with us, human instinct. If we were stuck, we would find water, like, because we need it. So you got to figure out, how can I create what people need? They don't need the music. If you never made another song, they don't need the music. They need you. How are you giving them you? And what is it that you have that's solving something for somebody else, you know? So that's my 52 cents. Let me know if you have a question, thought, or idea.